EA Sports, within the game. I can't believe it. They pulled it out. What a call. What a play. What a game.
Welcome back to Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. We're in the third quarter, and it's the Dolphins who are in possession of the football. Extra point, and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. end zone. Here comes Brandon Powell. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. Back now in Miami. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. On first down at Stafford. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Now a play fake and at Stafford. Touchdown, Rams! Matthew Stafford finding Cooper Kupp for the touchdown there. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Tua hit and the ball is out. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
That takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 95 yards on the ground for him so far. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And we get a look at Cooper Kupp as the Rams offense gets ready to take over possession.
And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because you know the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of it.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Stafford's pass complete. He's got Kupp. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. From the red zone now, Stafford. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Touchdown! Matthew Stafford finding Cooper Kupp for the touchdown there. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally because somewhere the chart's something's gonna pop out of the chart and say, hey man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, trying to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they still trail by 1. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line is really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
To his throw here, going to be caught by Wilson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Now Tagovailoa. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
So now Stafford and the Rams down 28-27, 1:09 to play.
Now Stafford. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Stafford.
And that one complete downfield to Kupp.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Stafford now to throw. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
They'll run here with Akers.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So now it's the Dolphins' turn, trailing by a touchdown. A little under 50 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here's Tua.
And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Tua to throw.
Being chased out left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Tua. He'll hit Mostert again here.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
Now Tua.
This is caught. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Now it's Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Dolphins who are going to get the football first here as we are back underway now in overtime. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And now 3rd and very long. Are you cautious here?
I think you have to be, because the first mantra of any football game is don't lose it. Then you give yourself a chance to win it. And if you go ahead and force something now, take a big shot that doesn't pay off, you didn't help your defense out at all.
Yeah, especially here in overtime. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Tua. That's going to be caught by... And it's a fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small.